dream engine to own has always been a Maytag 72 twin, and I've been wanting one for ages and ages and ages, but they never come up, and when they do they're usually a ridiculous price, or they usually sell straight away. A couple of days ago though, I saw one on eBay, and I put an offer in, and it was accepted. So I now own a 1946, I believe. I've got to check the serial number on the flywheel one more time, just to make sure. Maytag 72 twin, which came mounted on this fairly sturdy frame. The Maytag isn't really as light as it looks. I guess a lot of it is cast iron. So still, well, you can lift it on your own fairly easily. If you're not doing short, if you're only going a short distance from the car, would be alright, but getting it around the back, I got a hand. But yeah. So here she is. There's not really a great deal wrong with it. I've tested the coil, and I've heard it run, so it should start up. And we'll just go through some of the little problems it has at the moment. One little problem, well, there's two problems with the air mixture tube at the moment. One is it's not aligned at all. We've got the run here, and the start is down here, but that's actually in the off position there. So that's fully closed. You might notice some fuel leaking around the side there, and the air mixture tube is quite loose. I'm not sure why that is. I think they're held in with a grub screw. That grub screw appears to be there. I can't pull it out, but I can push it in and out. But it was running fine when I went to see it. And yeah, so we might have to address that problem later on. And the final problem is just a slight bit of up and down play in this back bearing. It's not too severe, and like I said, the engine was running. The flywheel side bearing is really good. I can't feel any movement in that bearing. So it does leak a tiny little bit around there, I think, but nothing too severe. By the looks of things, it looks like it's just a little dribble. But it was running fine. If I do start to get problems with it later on, after it's run for a while again, I may have to see about replacing that bearing. Okay, I've never started a Maytag before. He started it up, and all he did was just give it a kick over to prime it. So we'll shut the fuel off for a second. Right, let's give her a little bit open here. See if she goes. Perhaps a little bit too much for starting. Come on. Yeah, she did start fairly easily for this chap, but she don't want to go for me. Come on. So this is the first time I've ever tried to start a Maytag, so we're getting there, I think. Come on. That is definitely in the stop position. She doesn't want to be fully choked. Ah, there. Might have flooded there now. Well, she didn't want to go just then, that's for sure. Come on. Alright, there we go. Running quite slow, I think, since the governor was adjusted. We have got a bit of fuel leaking out the rear seal. stopped leaking fuel and oil mix now. Can't see any coming out of there now. But I do believe she is running too slow. Plenty of air coming from the flywheel. She's twisted a little wee bit. Got to get the mixture adjusted correctly. But she is warming up. Alright, let's see if we can stop the engine there. She stops nice and easily. Okay, according to the workshop manual I've got here, the flywheel serial number comes back as March 1946, so always right with the date, so that's not bad. The coil's still good, so I think she's just run out of fuel. Or I could have oiled up the plugs, it is a bit too oily I think. But yeah, I'm happy with it, and I think the back bearing will go on forever and ever. You can't hear it rattling at all when it's running, so I really don't think it's a problem. It just loses a little tiny bit of fuel. But I think the main thing is to try and get the governor adjusted properly, because I think at the moment she's running way too slow. He's meant to run at something like 1600 RPM or something like that, I seem to recall. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far.